Do you remember this calculator? It's a simple tool and everyone knows how to use it, and we wouldn't really call it AI. But at the time in the 1960s when it was developed, it was a real big milestone to have these calculators available as pocket calculators which you can take with you. But this was not the first application of AI. Already earlier in the 1950s, something like SNARK came out, which was a neural network which could learn, an artificial neural network which could learn to do calculating, additions, multiplications and other things in an almost correct way, without a person having written algorithms how to do addition and so on. It learned it by itself. And there were many other areas where applications of this new idea of algorithms came out. And in the 1950s there was a workshop in Dartmouth. Several people from physics, mathematics, even philosophy, they went together, they met and they discussed. And they didn't come up with a new general AI development, but they came up with AI as a term, as a subject. They defined, or they gave a possible definition of AI, and they identified these are the areas the research field of AI should look into, and maybe even the education field of AI should cover. And this was the start of something new. People felt like we feel now with ChatGPT in the 1950s. There's something coming in a few years. We will have this general intelligence which will do everything we humans can do. But in the 1960s, they realized it doesn't really work. It didn't work for text over translation. So when we had a text in Swedish, it could not very well translate it into other languages. But it also didn't work in many other areas. There was something missing and they didn't really know what. And people call that the first AI winter. And there were always these waves. There was a big hope, and then there came the AI winter. And then these calculators and other systems, they're called expert systems, they came up. So all the rules which you have, for example, as a doctor, you look up, if this and this happens, there might be this or this illness. So these rules, if you put them into a logical system, a reasoning system, it could then, when you have an actual patient, talk to you and it asks you, does the patient have this or this symptom? You just type in yes or no. And after a while, the machine helps you to deduce what is a possible cause, what is a possible sickness. And if it's a well-known sickness, it will really well work. But again, it didn't work always. And there was often this miscommunication. If you say, not only degree and Fahrenheit, that's easy to do, but if you speak of a cube, or you use another term like rectangle or something, three-dimensional, it didn't really understand different ways for the same thing. But then came the big hope, the next AI summer in the end of the 1970s, 80s, when these neural networks became more and more powerful, also because of better computation. And people were hoping, now we are close. There were even people forecasting that in 20 years from the 1960s, 70s, we will have the general intelligence. But again, people realized, no, we are not there yet. And one of the main issues was there was not enough data to train these neural networks. Then came the internet, and a lot of people uploaded not only websites, but images, videos on social networking platforms. And then enough training data was available. Also, the hardware became faster. And in the 2010s, in the area of object recognition on images, and in the 2020s also in the area of text, working with text, recognizing text and giving answers, question answering, in these areas the AI has made a lot of advances. And there are people hoping that the AI, the general AI, will be very soon there. But others, including me, also seeing, no, there's still many things missing. We actually discussed in the Swedish conference on machine learning, deep learning, and pattern recognition already in 2024 that the next AI winter is starting already. We see already now that the AI fails in very simple tasks. You give a picture of 3 circles and ask how many circles are in the picture. They're well separated, the answer will be 3, but when they overlap, the AI has already problems. And these are tasks small children can easily handle. Try it out by yourself. Use ChatGPT and put in some questions and some things which seems to be simple for you, and see if you find areas where it definitely gives the wrong answer.